case we are having here is Sohail, 45 years old, male, who presented to us with complaint of jaundice for 1 month. He had similar complaints 5 months back, for which ERCP and stenting was done. The stone was very large, so was not extracted at that time. His present ultrasound shows calculus in proximal CBD and moderately dilated IHD as well as proximal CBD. His present bilirubin is 7.5 and alkaline phosphatase is 485. Other labs are within normal limits.
He's got a stent in place already.
Yes, sir.
It was only placed recently.
Yes, sir. On 11/8/16.
Because it's now blocked. So our spyglass are only done when we have done sphincteroplasty to the max. We attempted everything and we can't get through. That's when we do spyglass. But if you look at literature, you look at other centers who've got spyglass, you just internationally, you just go and do spyglass. You look at the range of
शायद इनको ज़्यादा ज़रूरत पड़े क्योंकि मैं जैसे स्कोप डालता हूँ तो फिर देखते हैं क्या रिस्पॉन्स है फिर उसके बाद
So again, Khalid.
वैसे
Khalid, can you hear me?
जी I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I will apologize again for bringing you from your Rolls Royce to an old Toyota Corolla, from your digital spyglass
Yeah,
to
that's
the
what
old thing which I know you don't use anymore.
It's been like a year and a half. I was one of the first one.
I just don't want you to forget your techniques.
Okay. I was actually all the first paper on the digital spyglass is from me, the first case on human reported. And the first two papers are also from our unit. And so this is gonna be
I'm going to put some pictures of your units in during the course tomorrow.
Okay, sounds good.
Which I took
Okay.
while you guys were not working.
Okay.
No, they have.
तो मैं ऐसा करता हूँ, मैं स्कोप को पास करता हूँ जब तक वो तैयार कर रहे हैं, क्योंकि हमें स्टेंट भी निकालना है.
अगर भाई शेड्यूल वाइज
इसको लूप लगा दिए. जस्ट थोड़ा सा
आराम से लेटेगा, ठीक है?
आप लेटे रहिएगा आराम से जी.
दे दिया जी, क्या करें? बेहोश नहीं, सेडेशन में करेंगे आपको, ठीक है? नींद का इंजेक्शन दे दिया, थोड़ा सा आपको बर्दाश्त करना पड़ेगा और इंशाल्लाह हो जाएगा. मैं जो ऊपर
कितना दे दिया? हाँ और दे दो, और दे दो यार. हाँ. थोड़ा सा बर्दाश्त करना पड़ेगा. तो गले, आप जब गले में वो महसूस होगा ना ये, तो बस नाक से सांस लेते रहें, ठीक है? कुछ भी नहीं होगा, सिर्फ नाक से सांस लेते रहें, लंबे लंबे सांस. इसको निगल लें, निगल लें. जिस्म को ढीला छोड़ें.
जाने दें, तो पानी पिए जैसे पानी पीते हैं.
नहीं, मिठा हाँ जाने दें. इसको निगल लें, बस एक दफ़ा निगल लें और फिर आसान हो जाएगा काम. हाँ जी, आराम से जस्ट निगल लें बस. अब आराम से आप लेट जाएं और सांस लेते रहें लंबे लंबे. आपको और भी मेडिसिन देते हैं हम. So one important thing, especially the patients which are not intubated, if you see a lot of fluid in the stomach, please aspirate that out before they aspirate.
स्टार्टिंग होगी
हम लोगों की
You see that I'm at the pylorus.
yes, we can see
Oh, you can see that there is a
Yeah.
pylorus. I'll move the big wheel towards me. That way I let the pylorus like a sunset, let it set, and then I can move into the pylorus. Here, a little. If it's not letting you move in, you always come back, suction the air out, and then retry it.
जी जी भैया बस आराम से बस ठीक
Snare दे दें. बस सांस लेते हैं, थोड़ी सी और मेडिसिन उनको दे दें प्लीज़, ताकि और हाँ चीज़ें इज़ अनकम्फर्टेबल.
जी बिल्कुल, अगर आप इसको निकालेंगे नहीं तो फिर अंदर कैसे जाएगा?
पूरी स्कोप निकालनी है या स्टेंट निकाल लूँ स्कोप से?
They should come out through the scope.
Are you okay with that?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're doing it. I don't have a problem.
Okay. So, hand you open karo. So you see the snare opens right underneath the stent. So I'll just use my elevator, pull the scope back a little bit, then he will start closing. When he's closing, I'm pushing that out of the scope. So I want to close at the weakest point. Go ahead and close it. Close it. ठीक है. थोड़ा सा इसको ओपन करें. ओपन करें ज़रा. अब क्लोज करें. Close. You saw that, I don't know if you noticed that or not. I close the snare right where the flange is. So that's kind of weaker point of the stent. So that way it bends easily in that position. So now I will pull the stent into the scope. And when I do that, I will, just like a stone maneuver, I will move the scope in a little bit. That unhooks the stent if it is kind of stuck somewhere in the scope. Or on the stone, if it's stuck anywhere, it's moving okay. अब मुझे पता है कि स्टेंट नहीं निकालते इससे, लेकिन वो कह रहे थे कि निकालना चाहिए. It's good size. Okay.
बस भैया आराम से लेटें, कुछ नहीं हो रहा, बिल्कुल आराम से लेटें.
तो ऐसा करें कि मुझे वो दे दें वायर. I want to cannulate with the balloon and wire to get an idea of the stone size.
Sure. I think the issue here was that it's kind of impacted. There is something that has not been told in the history, I'm sure.
Yeah, that's why I want to do a cholangiogram.
Had an open exploration of CVD initially, lap poly exploration, and now they still had the CVD stone, which seems to be impacted, if I'm not wrong.
Okay.
Right in the middle, or just around the cystic duct. So it wouldn't move.
Okay.
I'm not sure. Can't remember. It's August. No. Exploration पहले भी थी, उसके बाद ही आता है. So obviously they didn't take it out.
Flush कर लिया इसको आपने?
They took another stone.
पक्की बात है, हम एयर तो नहीं डाल रहे उसमें बाहर तक. हाँ, ज़रा flush कर. So before you cannulate, you want to make sure that it's flushed really well. I don't want to put air into the bile duct. So with these ones which already have a sphincterotomy done, I'll just go, instead of using a wire tip, I'll just use the cannula, go in. एक मिनट, फ्लोरो मुझे खुद ही कंट्रोल करना है, वो ज़रा मेरी तरफ कर देना.
अरे अपने पास रख लो ना ये.
कोई बात नहीं. फ्लोरो ये ज़रा दिखा देना यार मुझे.
फ्लोर से
अभी ये स्पाई ग्लास वाली जगह को चेंज कर दो, फ्लोरों पे कर दो ज़रा। हाँ ये ठीक है, तो ये फ्लोरों को ज़रा और सेट कर दो। हाँ ये ठीक है, यहाँ पे ठीक है। चलो इंजेक्ट करो ज़रा। वायर को ज़रा ऊपर डालो।
तारिक महमूद ने आज लेक्चर दिया था, एयर कैसी नजर आती है? व्हाइट।
चलते जाओ।
Where is this air? Air collision. You can see
We could be into the cystic duct stumps. So.
pneumobilia. इसको आसान लफ्जों में एयर
हाँ।
बाइंडर बोल देंगे आप उसको।
There is an impacted stone right there. चलते जाओ, आप पुश करो वायर को, पुश करो। गुड 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 गुड। तो आपने ये देखा है कि did you see that we just took that loop of the wire to get around the stone?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna go in a little bit. Yeah, it's an impacted big stone there. That's
Yeah,
what
it wouldn't move and
yeah,
there was
it
no
wouldn't
way you
move
could
at
take
all.
this out.
Inject karo zara isko.
You can see the duct below is obviously not very
Yeah, it's a small duct below that, and you see a huge stone there, and it's not going to be obviously easy, but I will go ahead and demonstrate at least the spyglass how to break it, and then we'll go from
but
there.
the idea was just to show the technique. I mean,
Sounds
you
good.
know, it's not about.
So in this case, with the new digital spyglass, I have made a habit, and actually I might do the same thing with this too. I don't use the wire to cannulate, and so I will use it as a just a freehand cannulation, what I call. Okay. Let's go.
Because that's in our practice, Khalid, that's what I almost always do as well.
Yeah, that's what I do too, and good. वो उसको लगा दो spyglass पे.
ऊपर वाला को एक बार दबा दो।
Can you show us the room, please?
इसको लगा दो.
Yeah, thank you.
जी.
ये हटा दो।
हाँ लगा रहने दो, कोई बात नहीं. इसके नीचे लगा दो.
डिस्टर्ब करेगा वो।
ठीक है. चलो सही.
वाटर।
हाँ जी, water. So you see the spy scope right there. I'm
Yes.
just trying to get an idea if I move one way, which way those wheels are gonna move. Because with the old, this one, it's like it's never gonna move in a way you want it to move. So there is no, there's a what we call a discord. Yeah,
Is the movement with the digital much better?
Oh, that's like almost 1-to-1.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, because this is really trying and testing while
Yeah, it is always trying and testing. So here you can see that now it's moving downwards, but I want it to move. I make kind of a what I call make a sphincterotome out of that. So I'll थोड़ा सा ये fiber को पीछे कर लें, थोड़ा सा. Okay, good. थोड़ा सा और पीछे कर लें, फिर हम इसको बाद में डाल देंगे. ठीक है? Good.
स्कोप के अंदर
This thing is the
So it's just like I'm putting it's
Yeah.
like putting a stent in there
Yeah,
without the wire. You saw that,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
Okay. So I will lock my scope wheels, you can see here, and I will hold the scope from the bottom where my spy scope is. Okay. So I move that this way. You can see those wheels are facing towards my palm. And I move those so I can keep these scope wheels towards me and scope doesn't fall. And pani de dena, water. That's the water?
Yeah, that's the water.
Suction कहाँ है इसके? I need a suction. पानी को मुझे दे दो. चलो रहने दो, यहाँ पे छोड़ दो.
ERCP scope channel. Light has gone up.
So I'm putting a lot of water, you can see that. And the reason I'm putting a water to keep my camera or इसको थोड़ा सा अनलॉक कर दो ताकि मैं इसको एक दफ़ा सेट कर लूँ.
The digital spyglass, yeah, obviously it's much more expensive.
हाँ जी, बंद कर दो.
It's only been introduced about a year. The new thing. This was the thing up until last week. In fact,
So I'm moving that fiber in and out of the duct because there is you can see there's a lot of debris on the fiber.
using this, but if you want to take this, you take it to the different level. This is very cumbersome and difficult, but useful somehow.
I can get a little bit idea about the stone. एक मिनट ज़रा फ्लोरो दिखाना. फ्लोरो को आप कंट्रोल कर लो.
Okay, we have no spyglass view here. So that's the problem.
What is it?
I said we can't see the spyglass view.
Oh, you can't see there?
No, we can't see the spyglass view. We can see the endoscopic view.
No, you should be able to.
क्या
because
कैमरा वाला डायरेक्ट फोकस करेगा ना उसको?
No, can you? Oh, you can't put that, project that. We see the stone very nicely.
You can? Okay.
Yeah,
Can you ask them to just project from the camera? And take away from your thing, room से हटा के कैमरा पे उस पे फोकस कर दो spyglass पे.
यार ये ज़रा focus कर दो इस पे. Look at that. Check किया? We see a beautiful stone here.
Yeah, but we're just waiting to see it. Okay, yeah, that's it. Just focus on that. Okay, there you can see the stone.
You see that?
Yeah.
That's a yellow. That's a big stone there.
Yep, we can see it.
Okay, so what we'll do is, instead of spending too much time, let me use EHL on this,
Okay.
and we'll break as much as we can, and then probably we can bring it some other time. I'll put a stent back in there.
Sure.
The purpose was just to show it the technique.
Yeah.
So I don't have a EHL in my unit. I have
You
a
have laser.
Yeah, I have a laser. So EHL is easier to use, and so is the laser. For laser, you don't like for EHL, you need a water medium. कहाँ पे है इसके वो हमें EHL यही चे? Oh, डाल दिया. Check it. Sorry. Okay. For EHL, what I was trying to tell is like you really don't have to be touching the stone. Only thing you need is mainly a water media. ज़रा फ्लोरो को प्रेस करना है एक दफ़ा. Let me go in a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know the technicalities of it, but it's obviously something to do with electrohydraulic, because it obviously needs the water medium to create that pressure for the stone to go.
ठीक है? That's our big stone right there. EHL कितनी है?
सर उस पर रखा हुआ बिल्कुल टिप पर है.
नहीं, अंदर पहुंची है या नहीं?
पहुंची गई.
Actually, ये ज़ाहिर है कैमरे से कैमरे को डाल रहा है ना, तो इतना क्लियर नहीं आपको, लेकिन फिर भी you can get the stone. ये कैमरे वाले अगर थोड़ा सा अपनी पोजीशन चेंज करके सामने चले जाओ ना, आप डिटेंशियली दिखा रहे हो.
आ रही है?
आई थिंक सो.
बेटा,
ये फ्लोरो पे नज़र आएगी या नहीं?
तो सामने से लेना तो
अभी
शायद
नहीं
थोड़ा
है
बेहतर
ना?
फोकस.
कुछ
मैं अंदर से देखता हूँ शॉट.
हाँ, ज़रा देखो इसको अंदर से. जी चली गई है डीप में भी टेस्ट काफ़ी डीप चल गया
ये ब्लैक शीट
ओह देयर इट इज़ ये बिल्कुल तो आपको पता नहीं कितनी अच्छी नज़र आ रही है वो यानी EHL ऊपर ब्लैक नज़र आ रही है आपको प्रोब हमें
Actually, not really, because the fluoro is small. So if they make the fluoro big, then we might. But we can see the stone much better now.
okay so the EHL is very close to that on the black mark on top of it that's a EHL probe so I don't I really need a water media and what the EHL does is it uses water
I just saw it. I just saw a glimpse, but I've lost it now.
it's right on their top we can see it very clearly here
at 12 o'clock.
Ji?
At 12 o'clock.
Okay.
You see that?
Yeah. Okay.
I can move it back
Yeah.
and forth.
Okay, we can.
Now got the mucus in there.
Yeah. Which is usually the case. There you can see the probe.
So the way you get rid of the mucus is you just move the probe back and forth.
You can see that probe there.
You see the EHL now on
Yes,
the
yes,
top.
we
That's
can,
a
we
black.
can, we can see that.
So we'll just go ahead and use that right
Yeah,
here.
go ahead. देख
Okay.
रहे हैं आप black सा ये पूरा एक
कौन सा
dot-
generator? ये वाला? Okay.
Oh yeah, good shot.
You saw that, right?
Yeah, we shot.
Okay.
Yeah.
So and even if you look at endoscopy view, just a regular the duodenum, you see a lot of debris already floating off.
Yeah.
Okay. Right यहाँ पे.
Yeah, we can see both.
You see the stone batter now?
Yeah, we can see it clearly. So you're not touching it and
Just I'm using water as a media. You don't have to touch
yeah,
it.
Yeah.
That's the good thing about this is EHL.
It's not like APC.
Yeah, you don't. It's that doesn't have
Oh
to.
yeah, in APC you don't have to touch. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
okay.
It's what it means is like you need to be in vicinity of the stone. You don't have to be like so precise.
What are the risks to the mucosa?
It's always a risk of bleeding, but really causing a damage to the wall is very rare. Right there, you see that. I see the stone. Probe is on the top. I'll
Yeah,
get
quite
the,
you can see its fragmentation.
and the probe is. I will pull that back a little bit. My whole unit a little bit back.
I don't know. To be honest, I don't know that.
So it's with this one you have to keep adjusting. That's what it is. There is no way other way out of this. You just have to keep adjusting, get into the best position you can. We kind of broke the stone. टूट गया कुछ.
1 o'clock.
मुझे लग रहा है
One of-
काफी stone.
जी?
It's not. I can't see that as
Big.
well as we could see before.
Yeah.
So either you've broken it or
Or it's we are not in the right position.
yeah. Now you can see.
It's mostly debris now actually.
Yeah, I think we're.
Earlier the first shot we got on that went really well.
Yeah, the first shot was good.
that's why you see a lot of debris there. Zara fluoro dikhana ek dafa. Yeah, we are see right at the stone area on fluoro, but I don't see much of the stone. So there is a one piece. Yeah, those are pieces mainly.
Yeah, these are, this is fragments.
Yeah, those are fragments. So what I will do is I think we have demonstrated the technique. If you are okay, let's just put a stent and we'll bring him back some other time.
Yep,
Okay.
perfect. Thank you very much, Khalid.
Okay, let's get take this out. ज़रा प्रोब और सारा कुछ वो संभाल लेना, ठीक है? Let's get the balloon and wire. Yeah, it will not. So it should not touch because it uses a water as a media. So it just vibrates water so much that becomes a very strong force, and that just breaks through the 3 millimeter, 3 millimeter. Yeah, just stay a little. Don't touch it. 1, 2, 3, even 4 millimeter is fine. If it's too far, it's not. So it has to be water in there within 2, 3 millimeters. I hate doing a second time because it's a referral, and I hate in a sense because patient come from 3-4 hour drive, and I don't want to bring them back just okay, I'm gonna put a stent in there and end up referring people. They are like their expectation is also that I take care of the problems. I kind of check the quality of ERCP, like quality measures in our unit. So, the others also don't. I tell them not to just put the stents and let's get the job done. That's what I tell them. So, तुम उठ गया? मैंने कहा पता नहीं कहाँ चला गया. Seriously, परेशान कर दिया था मुझे. मैंने कहा ये ज़रा इसको मूव कर देना. सेंटर में करना ज़रा फ्लोरो को प्लीज़. कौन सा स्टैंड डालूँ, पिगटेल या रेगुलर वन?
I have no problems if you want to put the regular stent.
Okay, so go right. नहीं थोड़ा सा नीचे की तरफ.
थोड़ा सा कोलेंजियोग्राम करेंगे.
हाँ, थोड़ा कोलेंजियोग्राम करें. So stone has started to move now. You see that? It has gone. It's still good size, but no, it's in the old previous one. It's still good size actually. Yeah, pretty big still. So I think it's.
You need more than one session for this one.
Yeah, you're gonna definitely need more than one. I can spend another 2-3 hours here.
Yeah. I can relate to that.
Okay. एक्सचेंज करें. वायर है ना? ये वायर नज़र आ रही है आपको? हाँ जी. तुम्हारी आंखें ज़रा यंग हैं यार, तुम देखना. वायर इज स्टिल देयर.
खालिद, आप अभी अपनी भरपूर जवानी में हैं, तो डोंट.
नहीं, वसीम जो है ना,
you can't use our phrases, okay? You're not allowed to.
Okay. वो वसीम अपने आप को बड़ा जवान कह रहा था अभी, तो मैंने कहा उसको ज़रा कौन सा which stent would you like? If it was me in my unit, I would probably have put a double pigtail, maybe 7-7 double pigtail.
Okay, we just put a 10 French 9 centimeter straight
I
stent.
think that's fine as well. I just want like I usually like the tail above that,
Yeah,
so it doesn't
I
migrate.
think with the 9 centimeter you should be above the stone around.
I definitely will be,
Yeah,
and I think
and
it's
you'll have enough out as well, and I'm not worried about this stent. I don't think this is going to migrate either.
no, it's not going to migrate. You're right. I think stone is going to keep it in place. So we're putting a straight stent.
Yeah, 1090.
1090. push it. को थोड़ा सा आगे ले इधर आओ.
Okay, I'll tell you my simple way. Can you show me? I know it's still fluoro here. Just put the fluoro back.
So for stent, you see, I'm gonna try to stay as close to the papilla as possible. And if I'm moving away from the papilla, what I do is I pull the scope back, big wheel towards me and pull the scope back. Big wheel towards me, pull the scope back. And I stay close to the papilla.
Yeah, that's the key. It's very
Fluoro
important to just be very close to the papilla when you're trying to place a stent. You create distance.
We are above that.
नॉर्मल कर देंगे प्लीज
यार जरा normal कर देना इसको.
Elevator you start using when you really need to. When you're putting the
कर दिया?
catheter and because quite often like he did,
इसका वो सेंटर में वो मार्क ऊपर है ना.
and pull back to just put in
हाँ वो
anything
नजर
you
आ
want.
रहा है. दूसरी तरफ सेंटर या
I avoid
ये सेंटर नहीं, दूसरा सेंटर. ठीक है. ठीक है. ओके रेडी. हाँ जी. हाँ जी रिलीज कर. रेडी. Okay. So you see that I'm gonna stay. This is very important that you stay as close as possible to the papilla. And if you are moving away from it, pull the scope towards you, use elevator or use the wheel. And you see the stent is going in nicely. And also you can use the shoulders as well, and that pushes the stent.
Khalid, I wanted you to demonstrate that because the shoulder thing is something that we have not been able to show on the dummy.
Okay,
So can we have the
camera
endoscopic view and just room view, just two. Endoscopy view and room view. Yeah.
जब मैं नजर आ रहा हूँ तो बता दीजिएगा.
बिल्कुल clear नजर आ रहे हैं.
अच्छा, you for this shoulder movement to have effect, you have to not only like scope should be straight, and this is you do.
You see
How you see how it gets close?
Yeah.
I'm gonna push out, and you see how it gets close. Just the shoulder movement. We are already there, so let's go ahead and release. हाँ जी.
So yeah, so this is what I was telling I'm glad you brought that up because you know the shoulder movements is something that people don't realize. Actually, with the shoulder movement in and out and upfield, you quite often don't need to use the bridge. I was just telling them, Khalid, that I try and avoid using elevator as much as I can because unlike you and Waqar, we have limited number of scopes. Number two, if the scope's elevator breaks, in Pakistan we are in trouble because they're never able to repair it.
Oh.
And I know you guys don't use anything beyond 2 years, I guess, 1 year or 2 years.
No,
scope.
it's we actually each scope is meant to give you like almost 3,000 procedures, and so we are using to the limit. Actually, more than what it's supposed to be sometimes. But we have a good scope here, and repair is available. No problems with that. So
Yeah, the service and repair facility
service and
very
repair
good.
is great.
So I thought there was an urgent emergency ERCP that we needed to do in somebody who's septicemic, etc. Wasim, एक वार्ड का पेशेंट था with low platelets and all that. Just put him, get him ready. We just want a
यार
quick.
ये इसको इसके
5
अंदर
minutes,
नहीं
please.
लगाना चाहिए नेट जो है ना.
इसको मैं वही मना कर
That's-
रहा था मैंने कहा ये तो गलत है।
हाँ इसके अंदर नहीं लगाओ क्योंकि आप नेट को नहीं तोड़ना चाहते ना. This is
इस वाले को, see the reason here we are stuck is because those surgeries already
गया?
before the patient came to us. So, and looking at the fragmentation of the stone, it's definitely because obviously अभी तो time short था तो we did normally this procedure. When I put a spyglass, it's 1.5 hours. 1 hour minimum.
ये इसलिए आ रहा है उसके ऊपर भी टिकता नहीं.